We are Dave and Spandana, a software engineer and developmental pediatrician who gave up everything and bought a sailboat. Join us on our adventures on board our 1993 caliber 40 as we travel the world collecting memories and barnacles. We're back! Sort of. Feeling better. It's been about 2 weeks since I started to get treatment for my symptoms, and we are continuing on our healing journey, but today it is not just to heal our bodies, but we are healing our sailing bodies because we are at a huge store called Defender, and it's going to help us pick up some boat supplies and project supplies so that we can get back to Turtle and get back to our adventure as soon as I feel better and all my appointments are all done. So let's go check it out.
2 hours later.
Well, I wish we could say that we have packed up our trunk full of projects, but I don't think our credit card could take that. So we have a lot of little things that actually mean really big changes on Turtle. For example, since we've owned Turtle now a year ago, we've never had a dry bilge. And so to get a dry bilge pump and to actually have a dry bilge for the first time, it's huge. This varnish, oh, this has big galley project and it's under its name. Our new outboard, we don't have a mount for it. We're gonna make one out of starboard, and just little project after little project. And it is so good to be talking about boat projects again and sailing again, and I am just super excited.
So we brought all the food back to the hotel room because it is hot in Georgia right now. Like, I was outside for 5 minutes unloading the car and I was sweating. So back in the hotel, we've brought our barbecue back with us. This is a brisket filled loaded baked potato with cheese and sour cream and chives and all sorts of stuff, and looks awesome. So I'm gonna give that a go. Alright, got it. The brisket is really good. As a baked potato, the cheese is a little stodgy, I guess, but first Georgia barbecue is not too bad. Next we're gonna try the ribs. These look awesome. We're gonna try the sides first. We got some pickled cucumber here.
Sweet cucumber.
Sweet pickled cucumber, yeah. It's good. It's not as like refreshing as I thought it would be because it's actually hot from the heat of the ribs. So maybe fresh it's a little bit better, but got some baked beans. Oh my god. What are some of the best baked beans I've ever had?
Shock.
Like honey,
Shocking
molasses,
news.
like, oh my god, really good. And I'm just gonna good ribs, not outstanding. I would say if we had this again, I would just load the plate up with baked beans and get some brisket on it, and that would be perfect. But overall, good first shot here in Georgia. I would say kick, maybe like a 5 out of 10. Eatability, maybe 5 out of 10. And juiciness, the ribs are definitely a letdown. They're very tough. So maybe 3 out of 10. So hopefully as we go along through Georgia, we'll be able to get those scores higher somewhere else.
I have to say, a small part of me, when we said goodbye to her, never thought we'd see her again. And because you never know, you know? And this means so much to us that we got back to her. I mean, we got back to her way sooner than we ever expected to, but it's not so much the time, but at all, you know? And it's been an insane 2022. But we didn't realize what a big part of our life Turtle had become until we had to say goodbye to her. So I think we're both a little emotional and just really happy that we get back to our home. And, you know, it just, next few months is going to be interesting, but it's just going to be nice to be back where we feel like we belong. The yard looks like it took really good care of her, so I'm really happy about that. It's a little crowded, so we'll have to see how work can be done, but it should be fun. It should be a fun few months. Let's go take a look inside and see what her state inside is like. First, we have to get a ladder. I hate ladders. All right, let's go check it out.
Okay. They did a great job power washing her. You can see this blue is actually underneath the anti-fouling paint that we put on before we splashed her for the first time. But a lot of barnacles. Actually, I dove her in the Bahamas, so I know these weren't here before that. So a lot of this came from being in Florida for all those weeks and that super, well, it was a very active ecosystem going on underneath the boat. So we're gonna have to sand all these off, which is fine because we have to do all that anyway to get the boat ready to be repainted. But they did an excellent job getting off everything that's not these like super hard barnacles. So yeah, I think she's in a good, ready for the next step basically.
Oh, look at our prop.
Oh my god.
Yeah. There's a line cutter. Be careful of the line cutter.
I see the line cutter. Take a look at our zinc. So this used to be fully round and covered, and now it is fully dissolved. So actually it's good timing that we are out of the water so that we can actually take care of this. This zinc is pretty much about to go as well. And you can see just the amount of growth on our prop, which is definitely going to be slowing us down. Would have slowed us down, so it's good that we're here to take care of all this. Yeah, prop still looks like it's working well. Just need to clean some of this up. Oh my god, you can actually see the screw inside of here is also super corroded. So yeah, we'll have to get all this off and replace this zinc. Gotta figure out what kind of zinc this is too.
And we'll put a protective case over the line cutter while we're hauled out.
Yeah. Boop. That's sharp.
Stop touching it.
It's still sharp.
Oh my god.
That looks pretty terrible. That's what grew on the bottom of our dinghy while it was sitting in the water in Florida. So yeah, we can get that down and clean that ourselves. But it looks pretty gross.
Pick me up. I've been down on the ground for so long, my mouth shut.
Good job. Yay! How scary was that?
I've been too
That was
scared to
terrifying.
start calling out for you.
There's our outboard motor hanging out in the cockpit.
Oh, they took down the doors. That makes
Smart,
sense.
yeah. No reason to keep those on.
Yeah. Right. It's so weird to see her so empty. Oh my god. Oh, that was loud. still gonna take my slippers off. It's our home. Okay. Oh, they did such a good job cleaning her up before they left her.
Yeah, our friends did an amazing job on her. She looks very clean.
I mean, I don't think we will ever say it enough, because a big part of cruiser culture is that you get, then you give, and maybe you'll get some more, but you always give because you never know when you'll need it. But just such a huge thank you to Peter and Patty and Jim and the Evans, Expedition Evans. If you don't follow them already, I'm sure you do. Please do. Jade and Brett, they just, and just our cruising family and the support and everything. But these guys just went above and beyond, and we just do not have the words to thank you enough. So, heart. But yes, they did such a good job cleaning up. I mean, it's really not bad. They folded those sails better than like we could ever. I'm gonna take pictures when I open them so I know how to put them back closed. What's wrong?
So yeah, I was looking at the jib halyard, and our friends, when they put the boat away, didn't mention this, so I'm assuming it's something that happened after.
Oh no.
Don't know what could have caused that though. So yeah, I guess we'll
Wind?
have to...
A storm?
It looks like it's cut almost all the way through, which is surprising. So yeah, not sure what did that. We'll have to try to figure that out. We should have enough line left if we can do another splice onto here. It should be okay, so we don't need a brand new line. I just don't know what caused that.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, one more mystery to solve.
Well, how does it look on the deck overall?
Deck is good. There's a lot of leaves because we're in a boatyard, but otherwise we should get a broom. I think we're gonna need a broom while we're here. But otherwise everything looks exactly as we left it. Just a reminder of the projects we need to get done, but definitely she's in excellent shape. I think they did a great job with her.
Maybe a bird?
I don't know. I didn't know birds did that to halyards. That's a lot of damage. It's still solid. Most of the strands are still in place, but yeah, it's went right through the outside, and they took out the middle too.
All right, so what's the plan? What are we doing? Are we splashing tomorrow and jumping across the Atlantic? Lots of options and lots of things to do. So I think we've had a lot of discussion. Like we said in the last video, we've missed the chance to jump to Bahamas or whatever for this year. It's hurricane season. Actually, I think there just was a named hurricane, which is crazy early, but that is where we are now, hurricane season. So what to do? So we were planning to go to Trinidad and haul out and do a bunch of work anyway, so why not do it here is our plan, roughly. And I think a few weeks here in Georgia is going to let us get all the things done that we need to when it comes to everything we need to do when she's out of the water. We've got some through hulls that we want to put in, and we want some to replace. It's just a bunch of things. Head hoses. Brand new head hoses with no poop in them for now. Really excited about head hoses. The next plan after that, I think, is to take her a little bit north and to put her in a marina somewhere, and then just to do projects for her for the rest of the season until it's time to jump. And while we'd love to go back up and down the coast again, we'd love to use this time to do some major improvements on her. And I think, and also it gives me time. I've been on treatment for my symptoms for about a little over a week, and we were really happy. This was always a recon mission. This was not a project visit or a permanent visit yet. This was always a, what shape is she in? What do we need to do? What do we need to measure? Sort of, how is she doing? This is our home, so let's take a look at her kind of visit. We're going to be back in a few weeks. We ordered a bunch of stuff from Defender, and then we're going to do a bunch of work on her here, and take her to a marina, splash her, take her to a marina, live out of her, and do refits galore on her. And at the same time, I will hopefully get my all my energy back and get back in shape and just sort of get back to the normal that we were last year. And that's really the depth of our plan, and I think it's a good one. And I'm really excited because it will not just be boat projects. We have learned our lesson from Annapolis. We are going to take breaks, lots of breaks, visit family, visit our cruising friends who are going up north. Maybe one may even be going to Nova Scotia, go crash on their boat, sail a whole bunch, and of course take you along with us. I plan on showing you tours of all of their super cool boats. Some of them are one of a kind, only one ever made in production, or they're just such classic boats that I think everybody loves to see these things. So very, 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 very exciting summer coming up, and and there's apparently a storm hurricane-y thing coming like super close to Georgia next week, and so it's actually good that we're not here in the next 2 weeks. But it cracks me up because if Georgia gets hit by a hurricane, that will be 3 hurricanes the Turtle has been in the 1 year we've owned her, which is not cool, nature, not cool. But yeah, I think the next step is to go back up, tighten her up, go back up, and do lots of projects at home. So we're not wasting our weeks when we go back up north now and leaving Turtle here while we wait for parts to be delivered to this yard, which may take 1 or 2 weeks. But we are taking a bunch of projects home, so you'll get to see those things unraveling as we go along. But thank you for being patient with us. We are trying to get back into it, and we hope you join us for the journey. And speaking of journey, 13-hour car ride, here we come.
Wow, it's such a blast, right? Going back to Turtle, seeing her again after we thought we wouldn't see her for so long. It was almost a little worrying that, you know, I'd see her and not be super excited about getting back on, but I was. I'm just so happy to be on her and to think about all the upgrades we want to make and the plans we have for the future. It's a little sad to be leaving her again, but got a ton we got to do and get ready for the next part.